Everyone, welcome to Dog Pound D&D. If anybody actually has the stream up, let me know what you think of my lovely backdrop, because I got lights and I cleaned a little bit and I'm very proud of myself. While we wait for no response, we are approaching on the lone ship.
It's loading.
Oh, it's loading for you?
Yeah, it's probably just me, though. I'm refreshing.
Okay. You're approaching on the lone ship.
There we go.
And we are going to give it to Mr. Goji Voltaire Magni to provide a recap. And thank you, Matt, for a 47-month subscription. That is 1 month away from 4 years. Thank you, John. I found these lights. They're like floodlight looking things. And it got a 2-pack for like less than $40 because it was on sale. Supposedly it's equivalent of like a 400 watt bulb a piece.
If you hear the weed whack in the background, I apologize.
It is all right. So with that, Goji, go ahead. What happened last week?
Okay, so last week, all the dogs had been killed by then. Saurak used the Pick of Destiny the week before. We were leaving the Forges and Oranges. Alvin was like, let's go to the ship. We're screwed here. But Rosalind and Provernal decided to go drinking, and Voltaire decided to follow them.
Good decision, by the way.
Totally. But then what happened was that basically some guards came and they were like, "Hey, you idiot! Come with us. You're under arrest." So they took them to the jail. Second time in jail for Voltaire. Very fun. And they were like, "You're gonna stay here. We're gonna go resort this stuff." And they were still on the lookout. But then they were like, "Hey," the guys at the ship's like, "Hey, the idiots aren't back yet." So they sent Marks out. Marks gathered information and found out they got arrested for mostly no reason. So, so then they came back.
Opinion.
Yes. So they came and they're like, "Hey, we got to find out a way to get these idiots back." But while we're doing this, everyone on the Swelling Swallow leave and go to the coast, away from the city. But then Marx organized meetings with nobles in the restaurant mafia, and like trade deals were made on Alvin's behalf, and they got a letter to them.
Alvin was the one who made the trade deals in the end.
My bad. But yeah, Alvin made the trade deals disguised as his mercenary captain, then came through and decided to get a bunch of people as servants, and they all went to meet the king. Or mayor, sorry. And the mayor, who was a mafia boss and basically the Duke from the old Dune movie, said...
You can have a loop point for that reference.
Thank you. But basically, it was like, I'll offer you trade if you pardon Eduardo for me. And Alvin, despite all his hatred towards Eduardo, I'm presuming, pardoned him, and the boys got out for free. And then they were like, "Alrighty, let's make a plan. Let's all split up," because Alvin was given a ship as a loaner to do trade. And he was basically, "We're all going to go to each separate islands because we're looking for the main outpost." And I believe we went to island 16.
You did, in fact, go to 16, which I have conveniently marked, because I don't want to, make everything. I don't want to get enough maps to fill every one of those islands, but all the ones you visit, I have a little marker labeled so I can build so that they're visible again.
Very intelligent. But that happened, and I guess we're picking up here with Magni and Ikarath doing most, since Magni's got naval, and Ikarath apparently ran Paladin and Lich, which I'm guessing dealt with naval business.
Paladin Lich is important. Also, Wes decided that he is going to live with Party 4 for a while. Presumably to keep an eye on this group of very strange individuals, because you guys all don't trust them very much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you guys are rocking up as a perpetual gloom seems to hang about the air. It's foggy, but not enough to where it impairs your vision. It just, everything seems kind of glum. And as you pull into the shore, you can all roll perception. Yeah, Elroy, do you hear the distinct sound of slithering? Yes, we cannot hear you. Matt and Goji, you hear rustling, but not specifically slithering. Oops.
And we all fall off the boat as it vanishes below our feet.
Things happened. It's okay.
As we're falling, we suddenly appear in the deck, or below the deck of the ship.
So what do you guys do?
Do we go ashore?
Weigh anchor.
Everybody's got broken mics. Wait, we can hear something, Ikrath.
Wait, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
My mic.
Why the fuck did that work? Do you know I just fucking restarted my mic like 3 times because I kept trying to say things and people kept interrupting me and I was like, wow, everybody's being really rude today. Until I noticed that my fucking mic isn't going off and no one is responding to anything I'm saying. So, I don't know what I did to fix it because I honestly just muted and unmuted myself and that shouldn't have worked considering that I also turned my headset off a couple times. Anyways, I was going to say Ikrath would let everybody know that 1, Paladin Lich wasn't naval, but also he refuses to discuss it because when he left, he made a solemn promise not to tell anybody anything about Paladin Lich, except that he can't tell them about Paladin Lich. And second, he would also, he would be more grudging to let you know this, but his sailing information comes from the fact that his family owns a shipyard, so he grew up building boats.
I see.
All right. So I think that brings us to present. Yeah, you hear a rustling noise, but that's it. And the only one who could tell you about what they actually heard is conveniently mute. So what are you guys doing?
Where is this? Is this the shore right here? Or is this still
Yeah,
water?
that's the shore. That's like some rocks and the shore and the beach and such.
Ikrath is hopping off the boat.
All right. And you see a snake there and there, and they're just kind of chilling about doing their thing.
And Ikrath isn't really going to move. He's just going to watch the snakes.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
I'll hop off the boat as well.
You see the same thing. You just see the snake slithering about.
I think we got snakes on this island, mate.
Hey, at least we're not on a
Oops.
plane.
Zarok is hopping off as well.
Go away, boat. You see a snake just kind of come up over here near you guys, going around.
How big is the snake?
Big, like python? Ask how big is a python?
I mean, pythons range from a couple feet to, 10 meters, I think. So
Maybe like these are
as big as,
like
literally as big as you want.
these are like 4 foot long snakes.
Okay. It's nothing abnormal.
I wonder what they eat out here. Like, there's enough snakes that this is concerning. So either we landed on Snake Central, or it's entirely
dinner.
possible that there's just different kinds of snakes that eat each other here.
That or we're dinner.
What's our plan here? If we find an outpost, it might not be the central, but we could try disguises or just sneaking in.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can
Yes.
hear you.
Oh, fucking finally.
Yay!
You're
What
welcome.
was it?
I just restarted my computer.
Oh yeah.
Good thing
sometimes
I have a
Discord-
solid state drive.
Yeah, Discord's a dick sometimes in the best of times.
Thank God for solid state drives. That took about 3 seconds.
I built that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
Fun fact, guys, I actually built that computer.
It's an expensive computer.
Yeah, it was. Jesus. Hard to put together. So you guys are on the Snake Island, and you see lots of snakes, but they're just doing snake things. What are you guys doing?
They're not having a snake rave.
No, there's no beat.
Real quick, has there been a long rest?
Yeah, many long rests.
Okay. Because Alfred was
Would've-
still almost dead.
Yeah, it would have taken us time to.
Also, you would have been communicated with by now that party 3, I want to say, found some of those dogs, but more mutant-y dogs on the island.
Yeah, that was party 3.
And they also found what looks like some kind of teleportal, or gateway, according to what they said during the session. Anyways,
That's what we think it is, yeah.
yeah. And they ran away and went back to the boat. And did they tell them about? Do you remember if they were being you guys were gonna tell them about their encounter with Paladin Lich, but not Paladin or Lich anymore?
I don't remember that specific part of it, no. Unfortunately.
Okay, we're gonna go with no, because the person that's usually in control of that is not here right now.
Yeah.
So you guys are on the island. There's snakes everywhere. It's gloomy as fuck.
Are these snakes looking like they're picking for a fight?
No, they're just kind of slithering about.
I'm going to continue to watch the snakes until someone does something.
We're just gonna slowly walk forward.
Okay. Go ahead. Continue to walk forward if you'd like.
Does anyone have beast speech? Or
Cormal had beast speech, but Cormal isn't here.
And he's
It's
not
Frogger.
either. I'm worried about him.
Yeah, Alright's worried about him too.
you text him?
Yeah.
Don't you have his number?
Yeah, I did. And he's not responding.
Voltaire, what are
Okay.
you doing?
Uh-oh.
Voltaire's gonna like hold his hand out to the snake and just kind of like let it like if you're meeting a dog or something, just kind of let the snake sniff his hand.
Okay, roll animal handling, and Elrid, one of the snakes starts slithering up your leg.
Upon seeing that, Ikrath immediately ties some string around the bottom of his pants, so that specifically cannot happen.
Yeah, you do that.
Howard's gonna like try and coax it off. Like,
Animal handling. And then Goji, it kind of flicks its tongue at your hand. And you do an interpretive snake dance, and it slithers away towards Voltaire and starts climbing Voltaire's leg, almost like you
Hello
sent it
there.
there.
Yes, I'm looking to inquire something. What's going on here? Wait, I've got an idea.
Is anybody looking closely at these snakes?
Howard would. Oh yeah, especially when it was going up his leg. Here's that one.
You see nothing out of the ordinary with these snakes.
Okay.
Voltaire's gonna like kind of start like hissing at them like and you're going to make gestures with his hand to the
Roll luck.
Please don't insult the snake by accident.
They all come over and start climbing up your body. And you are covered in snakes right now.
I don't think that was a good idea, mate.
Do they look like they're being aggressive to Voltaire?
Depends on what kind of aggressive we're talking about.
Like, fixing to bite him?
Oh my god!
No, they're not biting.
Or strangle?
Nope.
You've got to be kidding me!
Are they trying to restrain him?
No. He is restrained, but it's a byproduct. He is restrained, but it's more of a byproduct than a intention.
Byproduct of having 10 snakes climbing all over you.
10 4-foot-ish size snakes.
I think they like me. While they're here, could someone, like, take a look at these guys or something? See what's going on with them?
I mean, you're closer, mate. You should probably do the looking, because you're, like, right there. We're fine back here. We're fine. We're good.
He's going to
Just know how it goes.
Okay, Vilt's just gonna slowly turn his eyes and try to look at the snakes.
Investigation added. Actually, make a wisdom save, and then we'll see what's gonna happen here.
Oof.
Yeah, make a investigation save twice at advantage. Or not a save, investigation check. I mean, it's the best of the 4 dice, but that's the easiest way to do it.
Oof.
Fucking
Wow.
god damn. You were just, despite your wisdom save, you were like, I will feel. God, what is all over me? Oh boy.
How about someone else do it?
I mean, I have a staff that can do this, but, like, I don't feel like that's a good idea. That might start a snake war.
What are we doing? I hate snakes as it is, but
It's a swarm of snakes crawling all over Voltaire, 4-foot long
yeah.
snakes.
Dark will roll investigation.
Alright. Nope.
Nope.
My god.
Everybody thinks these is just 4-foot long snakes.
Hey, are you sure you don't have, like, pheromones that are rubbing off on them?
Marks,
You have
notice
scales,
that
they have
seem-
scales.
Marks noticed that they seem to move strangely. Ikarath notices that they seem almost strangely segmented. But only just barely can you see that. It is very well disguised.
Segmented like a caterpillar?
Or like
segmented like the buses in Chicago that have the flexible bit in the middle.
Oh, okay.
You know, I don't know if these are real.
Says the drug addict.
Mm-hmm.
Ikarath, I'm not sure if you're the best source here.
What do you mean? I have a staff that turns into snakes. I deal with snakes on a daily basis if I want to.
Ikarath, have you taken any substances recently?
I don't know what the fuck that was for breakfast, but I had that.
Oh, okay. And I don't know, Thorak. I mean, I'm reptilian. They are.
It's starting to get a little bit tighter there as they're squeezing. It's not like they're trying to kill you, but it's progressively getting slightly tighter.
Okay, getting
Aren't white dragonborn supposed to be cold?
Yes, technically inside of us we're very cold, but usually it's just, like, below surface. I can let it out, but I'm not sure that they would be big fans of us after that.
Well, if you let it out, then they...
If you let it out
Go
slow
away.
enough, they might just be like, this is no longer comfortable. In which case, Ikarath backs way the fuck up.
Okay.
Voltaire's fine. Nobody's willing to stick out a limb for Voltaire anymore.
If he's about to make them all go off of him...
Voltaire takes a deep breath in and just slowly breathes out.
You know, Igrath actually has an idea. Yeah. He's gonna cast Detect Magic. Check and see if these bad boys is magic.
Yes, they are.
They're magic, Voltaire. Ask them to grant you a wish.
Can you
I
grant,
don't think it'll work, but holy shit, would that not be amazing?
can you grant me a wish?
You gotta ask him in
Roll
Snake.
a dexterity save at disadvantage.
Do danger sense count here? Because I can see them.
No. It's not
Now- well-
dangerous per se.
Now that Elred knows that they're magic, he's gonna prepare to attack if they attack.
One of them slithers down your mouth, into your mouth while you're trying to talk. And roll a perception check.
Rolls poorly, and you don't know the snake is there.
And
Oh my god.
you just it's a snake slithering into your mouth.
No, 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 no.
Can I try to grab it?
Grapple?
Okay, so straight up strength or
Yeah.
attack roll.
I think it's strength, isn't it? Yeah.
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 Alright. Well,
You do
sorry,
not-
Voltaire.
Yeah, no, you swipe out and try and grab it, but you just grab all the air. Just whoosh, it just slithers out of the way and right into Voltaire's mouth.
That rage damage shouldn't count, but I'm using my dragon breath. As soon as it starts going down, he just kind of releases his cold.
They all frost over a bit and begin moving slower, but they do not get off of you. And
I
you
was
can
just
Just the one
hear
that's going down his mouth.
you can hear a
though.
creaking now coming from the snakes, a weird faint creaking noise.
Alright, I'm getting as close as I can to Voltaire, hoping that he's within 5 feet of me,
Uh-huh.
and I'm going to do Word of Radiance. All the snakes need to make a dexterity or constitution saving throw.
What's the thing?
14.
Okay. They make it.
Elred's
Oh.
gonna start trying to pull them off.
Voltaire, you don't have to make the constitution save, you're fine.
They seem frozen to him now, like they're like iron bars that you cannot pull off of him. Being frozen now.
I want to attack them to get them off Voltaire, but I think I'll attack Voltaire.
I'm going to try Word of Radiance again.
Okay.
Snakes have to make a constitution save.
Of
14.
they make that.
Snakes have a plus. Alright.
Yeah, they have a 4. They met it exactly. These snakes, anyways, for reasons that you guys don't know.
They're magical snakes, so
Yeah.
it doesn't entirely surprise me. Are they even made of snake? Are they just wood?
So what are you guys doing? Voltaire's locked in there.
Are they even snake?
They appear to be made out of wood.
Oh god.
Yeah, I told you I didn't think they were real, and you told me I was on drugs.
Elred's gonna start like trying to lightly hit them with the great axe, not hard enough to go through and hit Voltaire though.
You guys, as you hit one and you see it crumple a little bit, you can hear crackling and you can hear a loud rustling in the deep woods about a mile out.
Howard doesn't care and keeps whacking at them.
I'm gonna try to pull the one that's in his mouth.
Okay.
It's very...
Nope. And now you can see them starting to thaw and starting to constrict around Voltaire. Voltaire, make 10 Constitution saves.
Well, one of them's dead, isn't there?
No, he's just crumpled in a bit. Voltaire?
I guess the snakes got him.
It's 9.
All of those have a.
You
score.
take 10
Range.
constricting damage.
Okay, yeah. Voltaire's gonna rage. I'm thinking.
Howard's gonna start swinging.
As you're slowly being crushed to death.
Okay, Voltaire's going to basically trying to brute strength these things off of him because now he's very angry at them.
Okay.
What do I have to roll?
Strength. Yeah, you're able to kind of burst out and send them kind of out. Ekarath, make a dex saving throw.
Oh boy.
You're able to duck out of the way as one goes flying into the water.
Howard's gonna swing at this one.
Dalrak, make a saving throw.
He's a dexterity save.
Yep. And you are able to duck out of the way as one goes hurtling past you. And they just are kind of laying there.
Does an 18 hit this?
Yeah. You cut it in half, and you can see the light in its eyes go out.
Ikrath takes his snake staff out and he just kind of pokes at this one right here.
It twists around the snake staff.
And Ikrath will try to fling it off towards the water. Not the boat, but the water.
Okay, you fling it off into the water. It
Yeah, I don't know if
splashes
I've
in
ever told you this,
and
but
starts floating,
snakes aren't
by the way.
snakes are weird.
It's bobbing
Yeah,
up
snakes
and
can
down.
swim. Snakes can swim. That's not completely
No,
surprising.
this isn't swimming. It's just floating.
Oh,
I mean, snakes float,
I
so...
mean, they are made out of wood from what we were.
Monty Python
Oh,
teaching us all a lesson.
do we set all these things on fire or something? Like, what we doing here?
I say we just kill them all.
Voltaire grabs this one here. Before.
Oh, that's right as well.
And he wants to rip it in half.
Okay, roll your
Excuse me.
strength.
I have a memory of a strange dream of a child playing with a puppet version of a snake.
Nope, you miss it as it darts just out of reach, and they appear to
I
be
think we've
fleeing.
all had that dream. No, just me? Okay, cool. Good to know.
I was there as a player, but I wasn't there as character when we first fought Amy.
Alvin would know, and Alvin will not.
Dalrak
Thalrak would
should
be.
know.
Thalrak should know.
What am I supposed to know?
Amy.
Whether
We,
you believe
fought-
Thalrak will remember this or care is up to you, but
You're talking to a player that has been very busy the past week, and his mind is nothing but jelly. You're gonna have to remind me of DM's meta.
Amy and
When we were in
Trogdor the Vermin
Rakoge.
Eater. In
Hold on,
Rakoge.
people were over talking each other, so I missed all of that. Who is this? Amy?
Back in Rakoge, the puppeteer.
Oh, right. Oh.
It seems
Yeah.
oddly familiar to the dream we had. Cough, cough.
Yeah, this is very similar. Thought we're relaying that information. Not thrilled about it.
So you guys continue up along the beach and you see the forest looming out ahead.
Don't like snakes. Said it before. Say it again. It's kind of odd that I have a staff that turns into snake. Nobody fucking talks to me about that. It's fucking creepy. Why would you talk to somebody about something creepy? Fucking makes sense to me. Don't like it though. Oh shit. Are we at the north?
You're gonna be at the south. I just have to go. Oh. There we go. Oh wait, no, I did set that. I set that up, right?
Wish Cornwall wasn't feeling so seasick right now. I'm sure he'd love the little fucking things.
It's super sunny out.
He would try
now.
to befriend one.
As you guys make your way up, and these large 5 to 8 foot snakes are just slithering around.
Do you know what I think? I think we should just set fire to everything. Doesn't feel like a bad idea. What? No, I don't actually want to do that. I'm just angry right now. Plus, I think I see a mushroom.
Ikrath, I can't believe I'm saying this, but let it rip.
Wait, really?
I mean, I don't want to keep dealing with snakes trying to crawl all over us.
Just fucking send it, bud.
This might be my favorite day. It might not, but it might. And with that, Ikrath is going to start conjuring firebolts, and I don't know, do we have to roll initiative, or... Because he's literally just going to individually firebolt every snake he can see until he can see no more snakes. Firebolt is a cantrip, so he can only fire it off once per turn.
No, we're gonna need to roll initiative. This is a choice you guys have made.
Mm-hmm.
So roll initiative.
Doing good.
Where you have the worst initiative rolls every time.
Oh, my browser does not like this map right now. Stop rolling. It's been rolling for like 5 minutes. All right. So, let me just go and take a couple of this. Let's move him. Add turn. And let's do some rollies. Ikarath is conveniently for... Oh yeah, I gotta add you.
18.14.
But I feel like since he's just firebolting and he attacked out of the blue, he should get 1 firebolt for
a
lightning round attack on him. Yeah, okay, cool. So he's gonna firebolt the green one right here, and then the one directly to its left because he's starting closest to. Oh, and that's right. It's automatically rolling damage.
Yeah, for some reason it got turned on everywhere.
Both of them go up in flames, and you hear see all of the snakes turn towards you.
Right, got a new plan. Back me up for a second. And that's Ikarath's turn.
Elred.
I'm just gonna run up to that one and swing at it with his great axe.
Okay. You hit. Crushing it and splitting it in half.
Don't get too far ahead, just in case.
I could take a 5-foot step plus the remainder of my movement to get in to range for the last attack
Okay.
to hit that one.
You hit. Smashing
Oof.
and crushing its head. Ikarath, Thalrak, Magni, Voltaire, and Marks, please make 2 dexterity saving throws apiece. As you see both of these lizards rise up off of the fucking, and you can see fire balling up in their mouths.
Hey, that's not those snakes have fucking legs.
Yep, they do. And okay, 1 second. Let me grab my handy dandy tool. Oh, Elred, make them 2.
Oh. Is it 1 or 2?
2. Okay, so for the first roll you made, it's got to be below a you got to be a 17 or above.
Oof.
You take half. If not, it is.
Wait, do we have bless or anything like that from being near Thalrak? Or not Thalrak, Magni?
Yes,
got
Yeah,
four
he's
already.
got +4.
but that doesn't help me at all.
Yep.
It's not blast, it's just aura
Of course, if
protection.
you
It's
get a
flat
nat 1,
4.
you double it when we get to that point. So for
Ooh,
first roll,
it's damage for me because I take half damage.
so first roll. 26 full.
Just take full damage from my nat 1, that's all.
All right. And then obviously half if you got above, either or above. And then are we ready for the second one? Everybody got that done?
Yep.
Second roll. $31 is the full.
Jesus.
As 2 fireballs hurtle out from their mouths and explode, washing over all of you guys.
Ikarath goes down.
Holy fuck.
So does Marks.
Already?
Alright, 31 fire damage, so half that's 15.
Marks is unconscious. Not in dying state, though.
Yes.
So there's a party of dwarves with 2 elves, and both the elves are apparently pussies.
That's fine.
And
Would have been fine without the nat 1.
you see, 1 second. Oh boy, sorry, I got stuff on layers and layers and layers. All these guys show up.
Oh!
And they motion at Elred's axe and Thalrak's hammer and such on and such forth, and gesture for you guys to drop them.
Are they speaking common?
No, they're not speaking at all. they are just a weird bit of hissing between each other.
Edward's gonna look at Tower. I can ask what he thinks.
Tarek is gonna keep his hammer brandished, but he's gonna look up at the big lizards and go, "Do you speak common? Because I don't speak whatever your hand gestures are trying to tell us."
You just hear hissing, and that's it. You can't make it out.
I'm civilized. Folks. Hang on 1 second. I have to check one thing. I can't remember if I have it at this level or not.
Also, when you guys see them, they all kind of like just came out of the trees in the underbrush, slinking out onto the field. These two came up out of the dirt, and you saw like moss and rocks and gravel slough off of their shoulders.
Sorry, I'm trying to double check and see if I have this. I don't think I do. Or else I would have absolutely added it to my list, but I'm just double checking.
Well, Albert has the language Sylvan. That's apparently for nature stuff.
No, I'm seeing if I don't think I get it. No, I don't have it. The like comprehend languages or whatever. There's too many spells for me to remember which ones I all have.
I know that you could have it because Callian has it. I know it exists for clerics.
It might be a subclass that gives it to them. Because I don't. At least I know I don't have it.
Alright, so what are we doing? They're motioning for you guys all to drop your weapons. And they are big boys. They're like 8 to 10 feet tall between them.
They're talking to a party of dwarves. They regularly pick fights with giants and shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like Ikarath would be properly cowed by this, but I really don't think Magni will be. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We're gonna see how you guys react.
Alred,
This is a multiple choice island.
Alred will try and speak in Sylvan to see if they understand him.
They do not.
No.
They also seem strangely stilted in their movements. What are you guys doing?
Dark is going to keep his weapon drawn.
Anybody else? Everybody doing the same?
Alred
Can't do
will.
anything.
Alred will like flip his weapon
yeah.
so the axe head is laying on the ground, but he's still gonna hold the butt end of the handle.
He comes up and puts his sword over top of the hammer and stares at you. These guys start approaching you guys. Oh, not that. And surrounding you.
How many are surrounding us right now? 4 of them? 5 of them?
5.
Do you want me to be making death saving throws, or are we just gonna hope that
yeah, you can roll a roll a dex saving
more than
throw.
How
Tarek will go over.
long has it been?
Probably at least 6 seconds.
Tarek will go over and Tarek will go over and cure wounds on
Yeah.
Ikarath.
Yep. that works.
Okay.
Which would wake Icareth back up to this horrifying sight of being surrounded by these. Elred, how are you reacting to this?
What is he doing again?
Holding his sword over over your hammer that's on the axe that's on the ground and staring at you.
That was not my fire. Oh. Oh.
I guess.
Look at big men.
Yeah, they're not.
Wait, are
they're
they
not-
made of wood also? Because they don't.
Not that we can discern.
Can I roll like investigation or nature or something?
Yeah, investigation. They also appear to be made out of wood.
Yeah, no, these guys also apparently to be. They seem to be made out of wood, mate.
Why is everything made out of wood on this damn
Well, I'll
island?
give you a theory. I'll bet there's some fucking crazy guy who got stranded here who knows how to make wooden reptiles, and he's just been here forever building himself a fucking army, or possibly friends, and he doesn't know how to stop, and maybe we should leave him alone.
Or at least we can go talk to the one making these things.
Conversely, I could just set this forest on fire. That's still
Let's not do that yet. Let's leave that as an option for later.
Magni, this one points at your sheathed sword and then points at the ground.
Also, Icareth is still lying down from where he crumpled earlier.
Yes.
He is just looking up at everybody. So these guys look even bigger to him.
So Magni, he motions with this spear at your sword that's in its sheath and at the ground a couple of times.
Magni slowly takes his sword out of the sheath and rests it on the ground carefully and says, "Don't mean no trouble. Just want to see what's going on."
Are we doing that? We're disarming? Okay. And he looks up at the guy closest next to him, and he very gingerly takes his staff and just tosses it, like, right here.
All right.
Oh boy.
But because it's Icareth, he is fucking going to do the snake thing. So that staff then turns into 6 snakes. And Icareth goes, "What?"
They don't seem fazed by it.
Alright, it was worth a shot. But technically I did do what you asked, and I,
They did. They don't fault you for it. I like the idea. Just the background of these things is okay. Voltaire, are you laying down your weapon? Also, wherever you lay down your weapon, make sure that you guys put like a drawing of it there.
No, Tharx is putting his hammer on his back.
Okay, this one puts its sword tip right up at your face and motions to the hammer again into the ground. And
Is
the one with the spear comes up and does
is
the
the
same.
is the sword metal?
Yeah.
Like I know I shouldn't need to ask this, but if everything else is made of wood, I'm not playing risk with that.
Yeah, no, it's a metal sword.
Tharx just very slowly like takes the back of his hand and like pushes the blade aside and just looks up at them. He's just not having it. He's not leaving his hammer behind. The hammer is going with me. It's mine. I hate leaving one of my best creations behind on the ground to be soiled.
Voltaire, did you disarm? I forget.
Voltaire isn't holding like any weapon. His maul
Okay.
is on his back, and
So
his...
Voltaire, Magni, Icareth, and Elred, you are going to either be bound or you can resist being bound.
Are we setting him on fire?
Oh no, I'm not being bound. Howard will definitely resist.
So we're setting them on fire then.
I mean, Tharx will not say that you shouldn't.
I don't want to really get on these things' nerves. We're surrounded. It's not a good idea to start a fight that we can't win.
Too bad the person who has all the AoE spells that doesn't harm us isn't here.
Yeah. But what can you do? Am I fucking setting them on fire or not?
No.
In which case, Ikrath will offer up his hands to be bound.
All right, so everybody who's been bound, please make yourself bound with the thing. So I know what's going on and how to react.
And I'm assuming he's going to stand up, so
Yep.
he's no longer...
Saurak will agree to be bound, but he ain't giving up his hammer. He's not leaving it behind.
All right, Marks is by
That
default
looks like I'm
bound.
tied up. Oh, net. That's fucking... Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Tharak is bound.
Yep, I'm getting the net on.
Elrid. So Elrid, this combat is reduced down. $17 slashing damage, Elrid.
Oh.
As it
No
slashes
AC
out.
check?
I knew it was above your AC check. I'm assuming you don't have above a 21.
No.
And then, because it's the snaky's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14 dex saves.
Oh my god. How do you do that with the super roll?
Just slash, roll.
/R space D20 or number of dice D20,
Yep.
and then just add your modifier manually.
Oh boy. And then what's your modifier?
+2.
Okay.
There's 3 ones right there.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh boy. Take 68 damage.
Can you
As
go
all of
negative?
the snakes
Or is it just 0?
slam
How
into
negative
you.
did you go?
Not
That'll
enough.
be 27.
As long as it's not half of your max HP or below, you're fine.
No.
After that, it's just an insta kill.
Although the guy does
0.
stabilize you and drag you over with the rest of the group. And they drag you along behind them as they walk through the forest.
I'm assuming I'm being carried.
Yes.
Ikrath grumbles to Thalrak, like, why'd you fucking have to wake me up? I could have been carried all the way. Didn't have to walk at all.
And so you guys, as you're being
Well,
led,
sorry I didn't want you to die.
Oh, I mean, I fucking died before and I'm still here, aren't I? Come on, mate.
you guys see a house walking through the swamp with a green glow coming from the entrance.
See,
And you-
told you, fucking somebody's gone crazy. They're making the woods make whatever that is.
As you guys are brought up towards the house, you ascend what almost looks like stairs shaped out of the wood rather than carved into it. And right there, you were brought up the steps to the house. One second, just unmapping for you. There we go. And they kind of urge you to walk into the house and open the door. They're behind you.
Did they free our hands?
No. But the door is just push.
What are the
open.
vines on the hands made out of?
They are made out of root. Tree root.
Just roots.
Yep.
Is
Softened
Mark
tree
still
roots.
unconscious, or?
Mark's can be conscious.
Is Elred unconscious?
No, nobody's unconscious. It's been a long trek.
Have they bound him in his unconscious
Yes.
state?
Oh, yes. You're actually hand and feet and thrown over one of the... Well, where it was thrown over one of their backs before you were thrown on the ground and your feet were released here in front of the house.
Here's a question. Did they disarm me?
Yes.
How disarmed did they do? Because I'm a rogue, so
Just your primary weapon.
Okay,
so
I'm gonna
I still
pull out.
have all my
I'm gonna
secondary
stealthily
weapons.
pull out a dagger.
Yes, anything except for the primary weapon you were using in that combat, those things are left in that area.
They took my hammer.
Oh yeah, they left it in the beach.
Oh, Alex pissed.
Well, I have enough daggers to go around.
In time. Well, Tharak also still has the pickaxe. He has a couple other weapons that he could use.
Elred still has a two-handed great axe, a one-handed battle axe, a hand axe, and a heavy crossbow.
Yeah, they weren't particularly thorough.
I mean, those were pretty
I
big
just-
weapons, though.
I just find it funny they don't get a two-handed great axe.
Well, it would make more sense if you. No, there's a reason why they only decided one weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense in a bit.
Well, I have a dagger in my sleeve now.
Okay, so you guys push through the door.
Tharak is gonna walk up and just knock on the door, but at the same time, while he's like doing that, he's gonna try to break out of the vines and see if he can break the roots just by pure strength.
I mean, I can cut it.
I mean, he wants to just try to do it with pure strength, so that way they don't think that we have other weapons.
So as the door is knocked on,
And I do I just do a strength check then to break out, or not even?
yeah, you can roll strength. You do not break out.
Okay.
Oh, what brings guests at such hour?
Do you want me
Whatever.
to cut the
Come in.
vines?
Oh yeah, if the big things aren't really looking, yeah, cut them.
Are the big things still around?
Oh yeah, they are right in the back of you.
No, they're still like right behind us.
Yeah, they're waiting for you to go into the building.
I'm gonna put my body next to in a way where they would have a hard time seeing what I'm doing. And I'm just gonna cut the vines, but like catch the vines. And just kind of signal like just keep your hands together.
Well, Ikrath heard somebody to tell him to come in, so Ikrath, if nobody else is going to go in, is just going to shut.
Oh no,
his way
Tharak
through
will
it.
go in. He's just waiting for the roots to be cut so that way he can catch them.
See a giant wooden, heavily segmented snake curled up on the ground, sleeping.
And as I'm walking in, I'm cutting my own hands as well.
Now, why in the fuck? Like, honestly now. Why in the fuck does a
Why?
wooden snake need to sleep?
And I'm also cutting any vines as we're walking in.
Hello?
Trying to do it out of sight
And
of
you
the...
see a marionette doll-looking girl with the marionette strings. And then you see this girl with the broom and marionette strings. And you see her having a conversation with the doll. But you can tell that she's talking both voices. They're just slightly different. And for Thalrak, the voice of the doll you recognize.
Oh,
you're no
God
longer
dang
bonded.
it. Is it one of the ones from the dream?
No, it's just the voice you heard from Amy when you met her in Rakoge.
Oh.
And these
It's
look
the-
like mini
the same Amy.
versions. And they're just chilling.
Hello, Amy.
We had such fun last time. You guys got a little burnt.
Why do you have us bound up?
You're not bounded anymore.
Yeah, you don't appear to be very bounded, and you're hearing this
I'll
come
still
out.
hold.
You're hearing
I'll
this
still hold-
doubled.
She can see your hands at this point.
Alright.
But you're hearing it come out of both her mouth and the doll's mouth every time.
Alright. Doc just lets the vines drop at that point. He's not playing.
It was just more of the guys behind us. I didn't want them to see.
That's fair. We're trying to save the goddamn world, and we had to come to this island for one of the reasons that we needed to. We ain't here to cause you any trouble, and we just want to be on our way.
Well, that's not what I've been told by my little friends. It seems you burned quite a few of my little friends.
I'm
was
sorry
after.
that they decided to wrap around
Smashed and bashed and broken down.
because they decided to wrap around one of my compatriots unprovoked, and the one decided to try to go
Why
down
don't you
his
ask your
throat.
companion what he said to them?
What?
I don't know
That
what you're
companion is
talking
not
about.
inside at the moment.
Voltaire,
That
did you go in?
As soon as he saw Charger, just like, nope.
Oh no, you would be up here and you would have all those 7 weapons pointed at your throat right now.
Okay, and he just kind of slowly backs in.
Yup. They have simple programming.
What's wrong?
Apparently you offended those snakes that were climbing all over you.
I wouldn't say, and she chuckles, offended. So much
Then-
as aroused.
Oh,
I'm sorry, what?
Oh my god.
What you said in Snake was rather... I mean, gosh, my parents didn't even... If I had said that, my parents would have washed my mouth out with 6 bars of soap.
I don't know what I said. I don't speak snake.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't say random Snake things.
Alright, look. We didn't know what he said. We thought he was being a smartass about it. We attacked the snakes only out of defense for our comrade. We would like to not have any further incidents. And we would like to be on our way.
What's in it for me after all the damage you've caused?
What damage? You lost a couple snakes. You can build more.
The supply is always limited and the life force is weak. How about we take some of his essence in return for the lives that he took?
I am not going to be the one to make a bet with another man's life force. So no.
I've
Oh,
got
I
an
mean,
idea.
how about we
How
ask
about
him?
wait, hold on. I've got an idea. How about instead of that, we go. Is Ikrath's hands tied in front of him or behind him?
He was cut.
They shouldn't be tied.
Oh, there. He's not tied anymore. He's just gonna fucking go into his bag. You know what bag?
Hmm.
And he'll say something like, "Flit, we can have a party with wooden snakes." How does that sound? But that's like he's mumbling that to himself.
The entire you as you pull it out, you just see it start to it jumps up into the air and starts spinning and starts glowing, and you see like peanut brittle snakes just start spewing out of it as it spins more rapidly, and everybody roll dex saves at disadvantage.
Dex saves at disadvantage.
Yeah.
What is with my fucking nat ones today?
Oh, that's the good old Matt we know.
Matt, do you want me to spend the points to have you re-roll that one?
I would recommend
It's
against
not
it.
worth it.
Alright.
Everybody
This-
who got
we're being-
everybody who got below a 18 takes 1 damage as they're pelted over and over with snakes.
Peanut brittle.
Let me draw a shape here real quick. Oh no, nope. There we go. That's the bag. And the house is slowly it's starting to fill up as more and more, and you see Amy duck behind the crate over here, and her little doll duck behind. You see Trolley the Terrible duck under the covers. And this one ducks under the table. And it's about knee height full of snakes, and it's continuing to spin.
Icarus, can you control your wand?
It's not a wand, mate. It's a bag. And
The
honestly,
bag, whatever.
I wouldn't even if I could. This is amazing.
Can you go
Trogdor
outside
bursts
with it
out of the
then?
house and makes off into the woods.
Can you go outside
Krat is
with it
snacking on the
then?
peanut brittle.
Oh no, it's not. It's the snakes, and it's snakes and yeah, I guess snakes and peanut brittle is filling up the house.
Wait, are the snakes made from peanut brittle, and are the snakes alive?
No, they are. There
Okay,
are
yeah.
pieces of peanut brittle mixed in with the snakes. The snakes are like the ones that are the fake cans. You open it up and it's poo. Yeah, you know those fake ones.
Yeah, Icarus is just munching, and he is he is enjoying the shit out of this.
Are the big snake man robots there?
Oh no, they fled as the snakes are starting to pour out the fucking door, and now it's about waist height, and you guys have
I
all
guess,
taken an additional 6 damage.
Is it possible for Icarus to like duck under the bag so he's not like being pelted directly in the face? Because he's
the
literally
bag-
down 1 HP again.
The bag is already like it's up to its rim.
Okay, then then Icarus will attempt to approach it and get it to calm the fuck down now.
How are you doing such things?
Well, he's gonna lie down so he's not in line of sight really, and then he's just gonna kind of worm his way over to it, and then he's just gonna try to grab it, I guess.
Okay,
'Cause I don't know
roll
how else to
strength. Straight? No,
To grab it, or because to grab it, it would be like sleight of hand. To once I have it, if it's hard to grab, it would be sleight of hand. If I can just grab it and then start pulling.
yeah,
on it,
something's happening. You are able to grab it. Your strength is
not bad. Strength is not bad.
Starts to whip you around
Whee-hoo!
as you are spinning around in circles.
This is gonna kill me.
Are you gonna now? You're going pretty fast.
Oh yeah. But he's giggling like crazy because this is
The
amazing.
lizard men's still outside.
Make another strength save. No. No, they have fled. You are still holding on and getting faster and faster. Thalric and Elgrid, it's up to your chins. And Icarus just spinning around in a sea of snakes. It's getting hard to breathe.
Let's go back to the boat. Come on.
Icarus, make another strength save.
Dark will start trying to make his way out.
Icarus is still spinning and it's going faster and faster. Elgrid, what are you doing?
I just got back. I don't know what's happening.
You're up to your eyeballs in gag snakes, like the ones that like come out of like fake peanut brittle boxes, mixed with pieces of actual peanut brittle. Icarus is spinning around, attached to a glowing bag in the center of the room, and everybody else has fled.
Is it like edible peanut brittle?
Yes.
Howard's actually gonna eat some.
Okay, you do that, and it now is above your head, and you're finding it difficult to breathe.
Okay, then he's gonna crawl out.
And then Icarus, make another strength save.
Let's see if we can keep it going, baby.
Oh my god! You start going one-handed and showing off at this point. Flip it around.
I have.
And it is going so fast. You're feeling all the blood rush to the center of, a rush to your feet. Roll a con save. And you are still conscious. What are you guys doing outside here? And you see it pouring out, more and more snakes and peanut brittle pouring out.
I would like to point out this entire time I have had 1 HP.
Yep.
Ikrath is literally hanging on for dear life. And you guys can hear him screaming in just, like, childish joy as he is loving what's going on right now.
Okay, should I go get him or what?
Strength save. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Strength save and con save. But go ahead, Voltaire.
I knew it had to come to an end eventually.
As you say that, Voltaire, Elred, Marks, and Voltaire make dex saves.
My God, why?
Because Ikrath's about to come fucking flying through the wall.
So Voltaire, let's see, Elred, and we just need Marks.
That's a 9.
Marks, you get blasted for 8 damage.
I hope my bird.
As you just get leveled as the pieces of the wall and Ikrath come flying through Ikrath, you also take 8 damage. As you
Yeah, he's
and Marks
unconscious.
tumble into a pile unconscious and bleeding with a giant frickin' hole in the wall right here. That is now
Snakes and
leaking
peanut brittle are
leaking
just-
peanut brittle and snakes.
And judging by the amount of strength saves I had to make, that happened for like a good 30-40 seconds.
Yeah.
At least. Ikrath is unconscious, but he has a huge grin on his face still.
Oh, you guys. Yeah, you guys actually you went below 0, so you guys are each making saving throws unless somebody tends to your wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Lay on hands. On both.
All right.
5 for each.
Okay. You guys are good.
Ikrath comes back to life and he's all groggy. He's like, if you ever caught a tornado by the peanut brittle?
God.
Also, the bag is still in there.
Yeah, I know. Is it still spewing stuff?
Well, there's still stuff coming out of the room.
Oh god. Hey,
Alright, so
it was a good party, but I need the bag back.
Okay, everybody roll dex saves.
Everyone gets a +4.
Yep.
That's cool, but Ikrath is laying down still, so he goes at disadvantage. He got an 11.
All right, so anybody below
no, whoops, I rolled the wrong way. But
anybody
either way,
below a 18
Oh my God.
take 16 damage as the house explodes and the bag lands back over on top of Ikarath's head and the house is just obliterated and the entire swamp, which let's get back to.
Meta, you're gonna accidentally TPK the party.
Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, Ikrath
That's
is down for the 3rd time this session, and it has been
It's 3 of us in the dying
an
state
hour and 20
right now.
minutes.
Yep. Well, you
Yep.
guys are now the house is gone now and the bag is done and you guys are laying in the swamp. Some of you dead, so put your tokens out.
The thing is, Elred has never gone this low, and this time he's done twice, down to dead.
Alright, hold on.
And so everybody's
I
back to
didn't really
0.
want to have to use this already, but here we go.
Well, how do you make a
Voltaire,
death save?
also, have you forgotten that you also have a you also have
Everybody has
inspirations?
4.
Oh yeah, I do. I didn't.
And you got 2 of those. I don't know if I told you, but you got 2. You got 2d4. You don't get 2 separate ones, but you do get a 2d4 for a very
Ikrath.
comprehensive free cap. Go ahead.
Ikrath stands up and he's like, well, I fucking hate this place.
Yeah, but I
Tastes
didn't
like
want
peanut brittle.
further confrontations. You just lose the house.
To be fair, I meant to do that.
Again,
He winks at you, but he's clearly has no idea what he's talking about.
Again, I didn't want confrontation.
I did not confrontate anybody. I merely offered them snacks and gag gifts.
I swear
It
you
is
have
not
a
my fault
confession.
that they did not say no thank you, and so I did not know when to stop giving them.
Did you take the bag off your head, by the way?
I mean, he would have.
Okay.
And he would have retied it to his belt. You and me gonna have a conversation later because that was epic.
You guys are standing in about knee height in swamp muck and about waist height in snakes, little like plasticky snakes up to about your waist level that are just floating on top of the muck.
Does anybody want to take one of these? Because this is a good souvenir for this island.
For everybody who went unconscious, however, you are covered in the black muck and also covered in the snakes which are stuck to the black muck.
Icarus
We
will
should
start
probably get
prestidigitating
out of
himself
here.
off.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. You can go back to the boat. There's nothing on this island with anything,
like
really.
looks at the party and asks, "Remind me, why have we come here? This is just awful."
To quote Alvin, we gotta fuck him up. At least I'm pretty sure he said that. This sounds like something
No,
Alvin
it's
would say, right?
because no, there are outposts on these islands. Correct. We're looking for the main one because we're assuming that's where we can use Thalrek's pickaxe to destroy the world crystal. And to make a new one.
Yeah. What did I say? I fucking said exactly that. Come on, let's get back to the boat. You're all filthy. Oh my god, you're all filthy. And he starts to prestidigitate everybody else off as we start slogging back to the boat.
Okay.
Fucking can't take you
We
guys
have to
anymore,
go.
like your nanny.
Get our weapons.
Yep.
Yeah, they're over
Yeah.
there by the boat, so it's fine. We can just fucking head back
The
over
Let
there.
me
back
just
is-
delete everything off of here because everything here is gone. Everything has fled that giant explosion. So I'm just gonna delete everything, and then you guys can all go. Oh, I deleted your weapons. We'll pretend you know where they were, and you can get them.
Yeah, all down here.
Yep.
Is Icarus snake staff still lying there, or are the snakes that they decided to run free? I don't remember how it works.
I don't know what's the description of the snake staff. Okay, yeah, the staff would come back.
Okay, we're still gonna have to deal with snakes, but Icarus does pick it up.
Yep. Yep. And you can add to the description that once the spell is done, it turns back into a staff at the location where it was thrown. Alright, so you guys trudge on back through the forest, back to the shores, where all the snakes are gone, except for that one you killed. That kind of set the whole tone for the island. That literally was a choose your own adventure day today, and you guys chose the murder hobos. But I should expect.
I did not choose murder hobos.
I would expect nothing less out of Party 1.
Thorak did not choose murder hobo.
The murder hobo life chose Thorak.
Yeah, pretty much.
Tried so hard not to, Corey. You forced our hand by making them attack Voltaire.
Well, they didn't ever attack him.
Went
One
fucking down
sliver.
his mouth. That's not attack. That's sexual assault.
A little bit. Well, he did ask for it in snake language because of his luck roll, but.
Alright, fair enough. I can't argue with that.
and besides, even after that, it was gonna be a nice, polite. Amy just wanted friends. Can't believe that's how Amy died.
Oh, did she die?
Oh yeah, she died of suffocation. I can't believe that's how she went.
Oh my fucking god!
Wow.
I did it. She was just, she wanted friends. She was misunderstood. She was gonna talk about how Party 2 had like really been mean to her. She thought she'd found a place in the other world, in the Shadow Realm, because like, you know, then there's nobody there who can try and take control of her and be mean to her anymore. And then like the fucking Party 2 came along and beat the shit out of her, so she ran away again. When she was just trying to be friends, now that she was no longer under the control of Biggie Smalls, and then she moved here because she kind of knew the islands because she was with the church, but not really. But she knew nobody was here. She set up her home here to build all her snake friends.
And then she ran into the murder hobo party.
I actually gotta go,
and was
so
killed by peanut brittle
I
and
see you,
fake
Maddie.
snakes.
Yeah, it was it was an interesting way of resolving this encounter. Thus dies Amy. And you guys met the real Amy, not just the puppet version. Briefly.
Cool. But she's dead now, so.
Yes, she is. And you guys have fled Island 16. Where is the next island you want to go? Actually, we're just going to go and flip over to a ship. We're going to pretend your ship looks like this. You guys can discuss the events of the day. Because boy, did shit happen.
I wasn't expecting snakes and freaking peanut butter to come spewing out of that bag. It could have.
Like, it's my fault that you think I was like, I know how to end this house and free the island from the tyranny of the fake animals. I shall simply blow it up. Also, I was in there when it blew up.
I mean,
It was amazing. You should have been there. You genuinely should have been there.
It blowing up is probably on par for the course with you.
Yeah, I can now say I've blown something up without even using magic.
Technically, the bag was still magic, but I'll let you have that thought.
Yeah, but I didn't fucking control the bag. I was just like, I meant to reach into the bag and throw. Apparently, there was nothing in the bag because I think I just took the bottom of the bag and threw it, and that's why everything went awry. Because normally I just reach in there and there's something in there, and I'm like, party time. It's kind of how it works.
I'll let you have it. Like I said.
Well, it's not like you can fucking take it from me. And you wouldn't trust it farther than you can throw it, and you know what happens if you throw it. So I don't think I'm in any danger of losing the bag.
I didn't mean literally take it out the part.
Oh, well
Oh,
then,
God.
yeah. No, you're right.
Are there any whales, Meta?
I mean, they exist. You can roll luck.
Okay.
Yeah, you see one off about a mile in the distance.
Oh, thank you so much. Magni, as soon as he sees the whale, leaves the helm and just like are there any harpoons on the ship?
Excuse
No,
me.
this is a cargo ship.
Okay, but he just runs to the side and shouts, "Spit your lungs with blood and thunder when you see the white whale! Break your backs and crack your oars, men, if you wish to prevail! This ivory wag is what prevailed me! Thrust your harpoons to the sky! Aim directly at his crooked bottom! Look him straight in the eye! White whale, holy grail! White whale, holy grail!" And then he's gonna run back up to the helm, and he's gonna try to steer it towards the whale.
I do think he's seen one too many sailor pornos.
I think there's something wrong with them.
Does Magni know how to fuck the sail?
He was
He was in the Navy.
Yes,
Yeah,
I don't
you-
remember everything. I apologize. There's a lot going on in this campaign. Roll. Fuck, I don't know. Survival?
Yeah, Magni was in the Dwarven Navy, and according to him, all they really did was whaling.
You spin the wheel, overly confident in your abilities, and you fling it, and the ship turns and spins, and everybody make dex saves at double disadvantage, so roll 4 dice.
Oh my god, why?
That might be my...
Did anybody roll above an 18? Well, at or above an 18.
No.
Okay. Did anybody roll at or above a 15?
No.
No.
We rolled a 10, a 5.
Did anybody
5
roll at or above
and
a
a 10.
10?
Yes, I think 2 people rolled 10s.
Okay, who are the 2 people that rolled 10s?
Magni and Ikarath.
Anybody roll at or above a 5?
Alred rolled a 5.
Sarek rolled a 5.
Voltaire rolled a 5.
Marks?
He said he had to leave.
Oh yeah,
and
Marks
he
is
left,
gone.
so-
He's fine. He's sleeping.
He was
under
below
it.
decks.
Yeah,
yes.
All 3 of you make athletics at disadvantage. Ikarath and Magni make them at advantage. As the go ahead.
Is Ikarath falling into the water right now? Is that what's
Yes.
going on? As he goes down, he is going to cast Alter Self on himself and change to aquatic form, so he just has a swimming speed.
That's
Because
you can do that.
He has fucked with water one too many times.
As the ship turns hard towards it, and it rides up, and it tilts until it's like, I don't know, what would that be, like 70 degrees at a tilt, and the water starts to slough over the deck, and everybody falls and topples into the water. And those who get below a 14, anybody get above at or above a 14 in the group over here?
Alred rolled a 13.
Hang on, I'm
With
rolling
a plus
athletics.
8.
So, are we at advantage or disadvantage to this athletics?
Disadvantage.
Alright.
So Thalrak, and yours, well, you got a 13, Elrid?
Yeah.
You guys are drowning and take 4 drowning damage. Voltaire is, however... Wait, Voltaire has to make... Oh no, Voltaire made a great dex. What?
It's above Alter Self.
Alred
Okay,
dying
you are all drowning and you're taking 4 damage. Elrid is floating unconscious on top of the
Oh
water.
wait, did we get a long rest by this point?
Oh yeah, you guys would have had a long
Okay.
rest.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
That's not what I meant. There we go.
And Ikarath and Ikarath is just swimming, and Magni is swimming as the boat rights itself, but is starting to
Ikarath-
progress without you.
Ikarath is going to catch up with the ship and stop the ship.
Okay, you clamber up, and you drop anchor, and it nose dives, and yeah, you're good.
Well, Ikarath has been around long enough to know to cut the sails first, so he'd lose
Yeah.
the sails. That way there's not pressure beyond the ship's momentum.
Yep.
But that would take extra time before he can go back and start helping rescue.
Yeah, no, you're about 2 miles off by the time it stops.
Oh, well then he wouldn't fucking stop the boat. He'd turn it fucking around, and then he'd kill the power, and he'd wait until us to tell it to go by.
You
And while it's
probably
catching up, he'd lash the tiller to keep it on course, and then he'd fucking jump back in the water to go make sure everybody's fine, and he'd bring something floatable with him.
okay. So you're gonna be gone for a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You guys, what are you doing?
Alred's gonna try and stop drowning.
Same.
Aren't you guys in plate 2? So aren't you at a disadvantage again?
I think it's only heavy armor is a disadvantage.
I'm in heavy armor.
Yeah.
What is
I
that?
mean, if we're on
Athletics
the
or
boat-
Strength.
If we're on the boat, we've had a long rest. We haven't really had any issues since we left. Stark wouldn't be wearing his breastplate.
Okay. Make one second. Everybody roll 100 d20. Add
Oh my
your
God.
athletics mod, and take 1
Why?
damage for each below 10.
Meta, that's gonna take a lot of calculations to do. 100 d20, dude. That's gonna take a while for us to do all that.
Just roll 100 d20.
Yeah, but to do the calculations for each one as well, that's gonna take time.
Roll it flat. Each one, it's just flat. It's a 50-50 shot.
Yeah, again, like it's still gonna be.
See, he did it, and we're taking all together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You guys take like 30 damage.
Wait, so what was the save?
We just simplify. You guys take 30 damage as Icarus coming back around with the ship.
Okay.
I just decided it didn't really matter. Are you guys scrambling back up on board?
Yes.
Well, as the ship gets closer, Ikrath will jump back into the water, still in aquatic form, and bring them individual ropes that he jumped over with that
Yep.
are tied to the boat so they can pull themselves up. And as he's going by each of them, he's like, "There's only one of me. Hold on, sorry. Good job not drowning. Proud of you. Good. We'll get you into some soup or something." When he gets to Magni, though, he goes, "You probably shouldn't steer the boat anymore."
Okay, didn't think it'd go that badly.
Yeah, no, I don't think anybody thought it would go that badly, but you know, when I've heard of this before, a lust for hunting whales, and well, now we know that's not a good thing to lust for, don't we? So just let the whales be.
Magni, you're only ever allowed to be in charge of carts.
Okay, then hope you guys know to. I can teach one of you else to. I know Icarus knows, but if you guys want to learn, I can teach you how in a second. Doesn't take long.
I don't
Do
think
not
we
touch-
should get lessons from you, because
How about you just don't touch anything with the boat for now?
well, no, because he knows how to do the ropes and stuff like that, and all he can basically do is kill our speed with crack a mast. So I don't even think he would, like, honestly. But I didn't think he would, you know, tip the boat over either. So maybe, yeah, no, okay.
He can instruct to an extent.
Well, you know what they say: those who can't do teach, and we know he can't do. So. And also, I'd like to point out that we sailed all the way to the first island, which was not a small distance away, and he was sailing half the time because we was splitting between the two of us who know how to steer the boat. And so he did fine for weeks. We just can't trust him around whales. That's my takeaway from this.
I miss my old neighbor buddies. They always loved going whaling.
Yeah, no, and maybe when this is all over, we can fucking find you some whaling partners again. You can go hunt some whales. But let's just hold off on that, shall we?
I probably.
This was as bad as the very first roll of fucking party. What was that? Party 3, where Ikarath fucking the first drink he drank was a critical
Oh my
fail.
god.
And he passed out for the rest of the introductory session. He just passed out on the spot, and they were like, "Wow, fuck."
This has gone interestingly beyond my expectations. I did not anticipate almost any of this. It was a choose your own adventure plot line there, and you guys chose, or the dice chose, and it was interesting. It was built for you guys to go any way you wanted, though, so.
And we wanted whales, apparently. The dice didn't, though.
No, nat 1. There's been a lot of nat 1s today. So what are we doing now as we return to the main map, and we have gone to Island 16 and decided that there's nothing more on this island we want to fuck with right now.
So I think the way Shraga was saying it is that, Shraga would be the reigning opinion, unfortunately, he was saying that one ship should take these islands, one ship should take these islands, and then I guess another ship should take these islands, and just so I would say we either go for 10 or 15 on this boat.
I say 15.
Do we have any other opinions?
No, 15 works for me.
Okay. Then let me go and find you a place. And then we go and find 15. As you guys approach the island, everybody, it starts to feel extremely warm and hot, and it's lit, and your skin starts to crack underneath the sun.
Nope, don't like this island. What do you say we skip and go to 17?
Are you guys still approaching the island?
15, yeah.
Sure.
But
take
the Valrak, it's hot.
take
It's very
four-
hot.
Take 4 damage, everybody.
Did we have a long rest?
Yes.
Multiple at this point. It takes a couple days to sail.
Yeah.
between
Yes,
islands.
you guys are also, though, stuck at 4 lower than your top HP permanently while on this island. And all...
Since I have the heat resistance, do I even take the effects?
you
or-
do not. Anyways, heat resistance does not. However, you also, those who are affected, take a -1 on any skill checks that would be physical in nature.
Okay.
As you guys roll up... I gotta get the freaking boat again, don't I? I never remember to bring the boat with me.
This is giving me King Kong vibes.
Rental boat, indeed. There we go. As you guys roll up on the boat and the sun starts to go down and you can feel it's still incredibly hot, but not quite as bad as it was with the sun up, you guys breathe a sigh of relief. What are you guys doing?
Tharak is disembarking.
Yeah, Ikrath is just gonna hop off the boat and look for shade.
There are palm trees that are providing shade in the waning of daylight.
Dibs on this one.
Can Elred hear anything?
Just the sound of the ocean crashing against the shoreline.
Are there coconuts?
There are coconuts, but they look
Acre-
withered.
Ikrath is going to take a coconut and try to open it and see if there's anything left inside.
All right.
Because when one is on a tropical island and there are coconuts, it is required.
Strength.
This ought to go good. Okay.
You crack it open, and dust puffs out where water should have been. It tastes like coconut.
Hello, anybody want some coconut dust? Because apparently that's what's here. I didn't even fucking know that was a thing. I've got an idea. Is there dust inside the coconut that he can salvage into like a vial?
Yeah.
Okay, he gets a vial of coconut dust and he starts humming about coconut drugs.
Oh my god. Okay.
You know, if we had actual water, we could make a very good drink.
Yeah, I think that's what the coconuts would tell us if the coconuts weren't dead, but the heat killed the coconuts.
Also, I just want to point out that I am incredibly happy that I can change my lighting to match whatever environment we're in.
It adds something to the stream. It does.
Exactly, a little bit of orange here for the insane heat and the sunset. Look at that. That's a sunsetty vibe. All right. What are you doing as the sun is setting behind you?
Well, I mean, if nobody else is going to initiate anything, Igrath is probably going to try to make coconut drugs.
All
Well,
right.
Howard's gonna suggest that we actually venture out during the night before it gets too hot.
Well, that's one thing, but what if this is like just an island of extremes and it's going to get super fucking cold
I
as soon as
mean-
the sun goes down like a
And
desert
the
or
darkness
something like that?
falls strangely suddenly.
I say we be quick about this and just move inland now.
And you can see all of a sudden everything goes black.
Ah, fuck. Maybe we should get back on the boat and wait until morning. Because we've done this before and it makes me nervous.
And you guys start to hear hooting and hollering almost like monkeys.
I say we get on the boat.
Is this magical darkness or does dark vision help here?
This is magical darkness. You
Mm,
guys
in
can't
which
even
case-
technically see anything. I just did that for convenience. Of you being able to see yourselves.
Howard will start trying to walk back towards the boat.
Alright. I'll say you guys are able to make it back to the boat. Oh, I moved the boat too.
Alright, so we can't go anywhere on the island. We can't see. Are you all okay with waiting till day and you all can chill on the boat under deck to be cool? And I can go ashore to actually hunt stuff and see what is to be had on this island.
Oh yeah, let me try something just in case people try to sneak aboard the boat in the night.
It is still pitch black. You cannot see the first thing in front of you, so you guys are doing this all by feel.
Yeah, and Ikrath is going to try, although not like super
Okay.
well.
Roll your spellcast, I guess that is that what that is?
Yes.
Yep. You managed to dispel it, and on the shoreline, that you're not there right now, but you see just a gaggle of monkeys swarming with bright red eyes.
Jeez! Why am I getting deja vu for monkeys? Where's that raptors? I don't know. It's
I
not
guess
snakes. Wait a
I
minute,
guess
are
it was
these
a good
fake?
idea.
Because we've done fake already before.
One second, I'm just building. Stop being so slow.
And you said the monkeys are hooting and hollering?
Oh yeah.
Okay, then Ikrath is going to use the first of his new spells. He's going to cast Comprehend Languages on himself. And he's going to see if they're doing anything other than a hooting and hollering.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm just no,
Yep.
go away, boat. I'm just populating
Yep.
because we have surpassed my level of prep for the day. That I did prep at all is amazing.
I did no prep for my session yesterday, and it went about as well as you'd think.
Hopefully this one's going well.
I mean, I'm enjoying it. I wasn't expecting peanut brittle and snakes, but I guess I should have been.
That could be the newest party's name.
Snakes and brittle.
And you see all those, and they're talking about meat, fresh meat. Stay out of the sun and get the meat.
Do you know what?
Every
I
day
think
we
they-
hunt the meat under the scorching sun. The meat, it cooks the meat. We hunt the meat. It comes out at night. The meat, it comes for us. We take the meat.
I think they want to eat us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do too.
God damn it! I
Alright,
wish we had
gonna
fucking
grab his-
Cowie in here with us. He could just make meat for them. He'd fucking worship us like gods.
I really want to go deal with them.
Albert's gonna grab his great axe and be ready to fend off any that are trying to jump onto the
They
boat
are not
and
trying.
climb up.
You guys are,
Look.
I would assume you guys are a little bit of ways.
I'd say this enough because then that way the
Yeah, they
tip
crowd
is-
up at the beach, but they won't touch the water.
Do you know what? If they don't like the heat and they hide, if we just make a lot of fire,
I already
like-
have.
we like
What?
light torches, and we can probably just leave them burning and then check the
Hey,
island during the day.
Graf,
Yeah.
I have a lot of pent aggression right now.
Oh, so do we want to kill the monkeys? Because I've got an idea.
I'm
about
going to.
killing them.
I am going to say you all stay on the boat. If shit goes south, then you come get me. And he's gonna
Okay.
leave the pickaxe on the boat, and he's gonna start walking ever so slowly and carefully on the front to make his way to like hop down on them. And
They
he's gonna
all start mad rushing towards you. Roll initiative, everybody.
hooray! I haven't jumped down yet, though, Meta, because I wanted to do something before.
Oh
I
no,
jumped
no,
down.
they wouldn't rush you unless you hit the actual shoreline.
Okay, that's fine.
So we have
Albert's
the
gonna
initiative.
prepare
Yeah.
Do I,
his-
do I still Meta? Because I'm the one that's instigating it. Do I get to do like my first thing of jumping down, even though we're rolling initiative?
No, because they're waiting for that.
Well, it doesn't matter anyways.
There you
Let's go. Thaurak gives his wish after all.
But be careful what you wish for, because you don't know much about
Oh,
these.
Right.
So we'll see what you've got in store, but they may not be just basic monkeys that you think of.
No, I don't expect them to be basic monkeys, but
These
Thaurak has
are
plans.
basic monkeys. These are shank monkeys. Is that a monkey with a shank? It is a monkey with a shank.
That's a solid plan. All right. And then they'll roll their initiative.
13.14 for Alred.
Magni, how did you get a .09?
He rolled in that one.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know it
I've
was.
got negative initiative because he's got a -1 to Dex.
Magni is, I would assume, terrified by this.
Or he's old. He might have just fallen asleep.
As they switch from Simeon to Common and begin chanting that song once again. All in unison, all together.
Yeah, see, do you see what I mean, Falrak? I think they want to eat us.
Thaurak, it is your turn twice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to eat us anyways. Just like I said, if shit goes south, pull me out.
Did anybody tie a rope to him?
Oh no, he
Nope.
just expected the group to eventually clear it up so that way they could get him out of
Oh.
it at some point.
Oh.
Or something magical. He's not gonna hinder his movements by tying a rope to him.
Oh boy.
It's fine.
Oh boy.
Alred's just prepared an arrow.
Thaurak is gonna jump down, and the first thing he's doing is he's gonna swing his hammer at the one that's right here, that's underneath
Yeah.
him. He's gonna swing his hammer at that one as he jumps down to hit it.
Alright. Roll.
And Meta, because I have the high ground, can I have advantage? Because I'm jumping down on the damn thing.
Sure.
Yes. All right, there's 24 hit. All right, and this is one-handed because I have the shield on. 7 damage.
7 damage, crushing the monkey's skull in.
Beautiful. And now that I'm on my feet, immediately after the hammer just digs into its skull and crushes it down, a aura of light surrounds Thaurak. in a 15-foot radius as he just straight up summons spirit guardians.
They phase through the monkeys.
Well, they still have to make the save to
They do not.
take damage.
Oh boy, that backfired.
They just shimmer as they pass through the monkeys.
Okay. I'm confused on how this is working.
The monkeys have immunities.
Yes, but are they immune to both radiant or necrotic?
They are immune to magical type effects. But none of you know that out of in character yet.
Okay, so they're immune to magic entirely?
Yep.
Okay.
They
That's
all have
fine.
eye patches on.
Okay, they still get the half movement speed.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, isn't that that's an effect of the magic, isn't it?
Affected area. Yeah. All right. Cool. Yep. So it'll affect at all. Cool. Okay.
I'm sorry, buddy. This was I
No,
didn't
it's
actually
fine.
do this
It's
to fuck with you.
No, it's fine.
They have a purpose.
So okay, Starrick. That's Starrick's turn because he's not moving from the shoreline.
Oh boy, Ikarath.
Well, Ikarath
I mean-
didn't realize that's what he meant to jump down there, and because Ikarath doesn't think about things. But now that he sees that, and since he is unaware of the whole magic thing, Ikarath is going to.
Well, you would see the spirit guardians not having an effect on them.
I mean, he
But
would
Dark-
see that, but he wouldn't. He wouldn't understand that. No,
Yeah.
instead, he is going to cast Wall of Fire. So he is going to set a fire wall right here, in this line, to kind of keep Thalrak from being swarmed by monkeys, or so he hopes. So the spell is Wall of Fire. And there is now a burning line of fire in the sand right there.
The monkeys are dancing in and out of the fire with glee.
That's
And
not right. Hold up a minute, and Ikrath starts thumbing through his spell book, and that's his turn.
And you can just see like the shadows like light up their demonic grins. And Thalrak, you are swarmed by every monkey on the beach.
Okay. They have to still try to pierce my armor.
They are. Oh no, boat, stay where you are.
So they're making attack rolls on me now?
Oh, they will be in a second, yes.
Okay.
And as they swarm, Ikrath turns to Elrid standing right next to him and just be like, see, this would be perfect if magic worked on them. They're all in one little bunch. I could just, gone.
One of them dies from the swarming. What's your armor class?
21.
Okay.
Man, Albert needs some better armor.
Well, Thalrak also gets a bonus because of his class as well.
$40 damage of biting.
Okay. Ow.
As you are swarmed and under a mass of these things, roll the save, which would need to be a nat 20, I believe.
A what save? You cut
con
out.
save, shock save.
Oh wait, I rolled that at advantage.
You
Well,
did
it
not
doesn't
get
matter.
the 20 anyways. You are unconscious as they part, and start hooting and hollering and dancing, each with a chunk of Thalrak's flesh in their mouth. And Elred.
Okay, so Elred's
Here,
just
try
gonna-
this. If Ikrath is allowed to, he has a vial of holy water from Callian that he'll try to hand to Elred.
Okay. Can I fashion it to the tip of a crossbow bolt?
I wouldn't think that would work very well.
I guess
Just with how
he'll try and
unbalanced that would make the bolt.
yeah. He's just
I mean,
gonna try.
he's shooting it straight down though, so it's not
Yeah.
into just a mass. Like,
I'm not trying to be accurate. I'm just trying to get it like in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, you could just throw it. It's made out of
Okay.
glass.
I'll just throw it.
Yeah, you would have no problem throwing it into a sea of monkeys. And it hisses and burns, and they all jump out a little bit out of the way before swarming back in.
Okay, so maybe we code our weapons with the one vial I have left.
Well, you just saw what happened to Thalrak. I don't fancy going
We're
down
not
there.
leaving him there. We're not gonna fucking leave him there, are we? Oh my god, you want to leave him there, don't you?
No, but I also don't want to be monkey food.
Well, I wish I knew the spell daylight, because apparently they hate the daylight. Maybe we could fucking trick them, but I don't have that, so I'm not thinking about it. It's sort of like, yeah, I don't want to go down there, but it's fucking Thalrak. He made the fucking pick of destiny. He's the man. The dwarf. I'm sorry if that was... I don't know. I don't care either, because I'm an elf, and we hate each other, apparently. But, like, I'm
you
not
know
gonna
I
leave.
can hear you, right?
No, you're unconscious.
Still
You're
alive.
unconscious.
Thalrak's unconscious. Because you failed your
The
shock
subconscious
check.
can hear it.
Would a tablet of fireball still be considered magic?
Yes.
Oh.
No, I mean, unless we have like a barrel of some sort of heavy alcohol to throw down there to explode, which would probably kill Thalrak. I think the whole point of this is that we have to get down there and hit them.
Well, I mean, you guys can do whatever you want. I mean, they've given you... You still hear them chanting about eat the meat, we've got the meat, must be away before the day will burn it and we'll pass away. Eat the meat while we can, let's get the meat on the boat, we'll build a bridge to eat the meat that's on the boat.
Okay,
The meat, you see.
Can you hand me the other vial and get my axe wet with it?
Whatever Ikrath can do right now, he only has the one other vial, but he'll hand it, or if Meta will allow me to apply it to his weapon for a free action.
I mean, you can apply it to the weapon. Yeah.
Or like maybe as my reaction this turn or something.
Yeah, you'd have to probably like wet a towel, or like not a towel, like something like a thin fabric across it. Stick it on like that. But you could do that. I apologize, I'll be back in 1 second. There's an alarm going off. I don't know which room it's coming out of.
You know, enemies that are completely immune to magic are kind of a bitch.
Yeah, and it's like really annoying because normally, like, it's only what is it? Jesus, now I can't remember. Terras that are like usually the only big ones that are immune to every single kind of magic.
Yeah, horde enemies that are immune to magic are really tough to deal with because the way you take care of horde enemies is just AoE, and that's what makes them balanced. Is that martial
Yep.
classes aren't good for hordes, but wizards are really good. So when you take away the ability for casters to deal with hordes, they become some of the hardest things in the world to deal with.
Especially
Okay, I'm
in a
dead.
situation where we don't have Cleave or Cyrus.
I don't know. Can Elric do anything more?
I mean, there's lots of options. I can think of several ways that you guys could take care of the situation with the current things available to you, but I won't give any of them away.
Is there anything like explosive on the boat, like gunpowder or
No.
high quantity alcohol?
This is a trading vessel, and I would assume that if you're looking for alcohol, Icarrath would be the place to start.
No, Ikrath would be the place to start for drugs. Ikrath only drinks when there are bars around or someone offers.
Oh, there you go. Does anybody think to bring booze with them?
I mean, we stocked up and we're fucking medieval warriors. I guarantee you there's some sort of booze on there.
Oh yeah.
Then yeah, you guys should have some booze. You can have like, I don't know, 100 bottles. That would be your stash for the entire trip, I would assume.
Okay, so then Elric's gonna use the remainder of his turn to start making Molotov cocktails.
Okay. Voltaire.
Voltaire like cracks his neck and he says, "We'll handle this." And he walks over here. Wait 1 sec. Let me measure it real quick because I've measured it before. But he's gonna walk over to here, hop down. He's gonna use his bonus action to rage. He's gonna grab Thalrak and try to chuck him onto the boat.
Okay.
And then
roll athletics.
alrighty.
Yeah, you chuck Thalrak onto the boat. He takes 4 damage and wakes up as he bounces across the deck. Boom, boom.
And
That's
then he's
not
going to
right.
use his room.
How much health did you have, Thalrak?
Thalrak did say be right back a second ago, I think.
Damn it, I think he had like
Yeah,
23.
I'm back now.
How
What's
much
up?
health did you have?
I have 18.
Okay, 18 and then minus 4. You are prone on the boat and have been thrown.
Okay.
I think that's all Voltaire can do.
I have remaining movement because Voltaire has 40 feet of movement.
Yes.
So I'm going to use some of my remaining movement because the monkeys won't go in the water. I'm going to wade partway into the water.
Okay. Magni?
Is your breath attack an action or a bonus action?
It's an action and it's also magical damage.
Yep.
Is it magical? Because it's inherent. It's just like it's not magic when dragons breathe fire.
I
It's
think
just
Meta would have to rule
What's
on
the
that.
description or what's the ability called?
It's just
Yeah.
dragon's breath.
Yeah, because you can't counterspell a dragon's breath. It's a physical. It's just an innate ability.
It says the power to spew magical energy from its mouth.
All right.
I'm under breath weapon. Not a big deal. But Magni rolled a nat 1, so.
Well, let's look. This one doesn't say magic in it, though. Breath weapon is different than dragon's breath. No, that's not magical.
Okay, does throwing Thalrak count as my action, though?
Yes.
Alrighty then. Yeah, he's just gonna wade partway into the water away from the monkeys. And Magni rolled a nat 1, so it is now Tharak's turn
Oh,
again.
yes. Tharak.
Well, Tharak is unconscious still.
No, he woke up when he bounced.
Did I wake up when I got bounced?
Yeah, you woke up. You bounced across the deck.
I thought that was a bad idea. Way worse than I thought. They're immune to magic, apparently. Or at least radiant magic.
No, it's magic. I tried to set them all on fire and it didn't.
Oh, that's little frickin' monkeys that are immune to all kinds of magic. That's great.
Well, Thalrak, I have some Molotov cocktails here if you wanna.
No, I'm just gonna. And he's just gonna lay back on his back and just lay there, sprawled out, exhausted, in pain.
All right. Icareth.
Yeah, give me one of those things. I want to fucking chuck it.
Okay, Albert gives him one that's been made.
Oh,
It just needs fired.
I was gonna. If I light it with magic, does that count?
Well, it shouldn't. You just have to light the cloth on fire.
Yeah, but do you have like tinder or something like that? I've never had a situation where magic wasn't gonna. Oh fuck. Yeah, Icareth doesn't have a way to light this without magic, and he's worried that that will cause problems. Well, here, I'll tell you what. You figure that out, and Icareth will grab
I have a
couple of
tinder
bottles.
box.
Tinderbox
Okay,
will
you
work.
get ready. You
I
get
have a
ready to light
tinderbox.
one for you, and Icareth just picks up like a couple handfuls of bottles that are not turned into Molotov cocktails, and he just chucks them at the monkeys so that they're all covered in alcohol.
That works. However, one of them does grab one of the bottles out of the air, bite the cork off, and then down the whole bottle.
Oh, perfect! Hit that one, he'll explode.
And then belches.
And that'll do it for Icareth's turn, I guess.
Alright, the monkeys don't do anything. They're just on the beach. Except for a few of them break off and start chopping
Are
at
they
the tree.
are they mad that we
Chomping,
stole their meat?
They're chomping at the trees.
But are they singing a song about how they're mad we stole their meat?
Oh, they sell meat in the water. Meat will make a boat. Meat, get the meat. The dragonborn will be ours. We shall eat the meat, make the boat, get the wood.
See, that's
Tasty
funny.
meat,
I find-
tasty meat. Frosty good.
They know what a dragonborn is. So what the fuck has been happening on this island?
And Elred.
Okay. Does it count as an action to throw one Molotov cocktail?
Yeah.
Okay, so which
Yours
one?
is
which
lit
one
though, right?
Yeah, which one drank the booze?
This one over here.
Okay, so he's gonna throw one Molotov cocktail right there.
Okay. They burst into flame and they start running into the forest, and all of them immediately start running away.
But while they're running, he's gonna throw one kind of there as well
Yeah.
for a second action.
Same thing. They're up in flames and running deep into the forest.
Oh. Voltaire, they're scared of the water. I'd recommend getting out as quick as you like.
And two of them, of course, are dead right now. They are all they gone. No, not the fucking boat.
I felt that.
Every fucking DM who has to deal with Roll20 can feel that in their
Yep.
bones.
Yep.
There we go.
Is this the new spot for the boat?
No, this is where the boat is now.
Okay.
And turn order's over. And it's nighttime as the moon starts to rise.
I think we need to prepare for a siege because they were about to start chopping wood to get onto the boat.
Well, no, we just have to back up a little bit and then keep an eye out for it. And like, they might be immune to magic, but if they make a boat, that's not immune to magic, and they're scared of the water, so we can just.
And they're also scared of fire, so you can literally make that thing on fire.
Yeah, we just need to make a bunch more Molotov cocktails, and honestly, if we wanted to go on shore, I think we'd be fine. I can't imagine anything else being out here.
I am not. I say we till the time to go on shore.
Well, I think you need a nap also.
I need a lot of things.
I don't know how to respond to that.
It's okay. I don't expect you to know how to respond to everything, Gareth.
Would a mushroom
Just-
help? It'll make
Yeah.
you feel better. I have ones that are literally all they do is go, ah.
You know what?
Also,
Yeah,
it was
let's do
1 silver per bottle, so somebody needs to have paid for that.
I mean, we talked. I mean, I just assumed Alvin bought supplies for all the ships.
Okay, it was 1 gold, so I think that that'd be 10 gold. I'll tell him he's been billed for that. He's gonna ask why, but I'm leaving it out of context.
So Thalarak, Ikrath would give you one of his yellow mushrooms where literally they just give you a pleasant buzz. I don't know if you need to make a con save because you've never had them before, though.
Mana, what do you say?
What now? Sorry, I was sending messages.
The original mushroom that Ikrath found that just didn't have any downsides. It's literally, it just makes you high. They're yellow mushrooms from the Y-Falls mine interior.
So they're just normal high mushrooms? And what are we doing with them? Just eating them?
Dalrak is having one.
Oh. Thalarak would make a con save at disadvantage because of his Thalarak.
Well, if it's poison, or if it's considered poison, then the disadvantages become normal.
I guess it would be considered poison, so yeah, it's standard.
Alright.
That feels like perfect. That feels like it works really well.
Yeah, you are sitting there. You are kind of enjoying yourself. You don't want to really move. The water, you just see little bearded krakens just popping up and down below the waves, and you hear a nice soft song. It sounds like whale song almost, and the boat appears to be moving with you, and Ikarath looks like your mother, and Magni looks like your father, and
I have a lot of concerns, but
you're just enjoying life.
This is much better.
Ikrath is watching over his first trip.
Dalrak is gonna like crawl over to the pickaxe and like grab it and like go back to the back mast here and just like lean against.
You find that pickaxe to be the brightest, shiniest thing you've ever seen.
Oh, I made this thing. It's so bright, but I made a pick that the gods themselves would love. Moradin would smile upon me if he were here right now.
So what, you made him into a narcissist?
No, he's called high as a kite. Well, come on, Magni, you've never done any fucking drugs. Do you want to try? I feel like it might be good for you to try. You're not a fucking pussy like the rest of these guys. You've been high before, haven't you?
Well, back in my old days, back when I was just a scrappy young lad in the Underdark, I think so. But now I prefer any pulsar cigar. One of these. That wreck.
Roll
I
luck.
think you should reap. Oh, God.
My mind just flashed
Roll a
back.
dex save.
Oh.
A seagull swoops down, grabs it, shits on the top of your bald skull, and then flies off with your cigar.
My fucking god.
Did I not enjoy a single smoke in peace? He slowly looks around.
Would you like a mushroom now?
No!
You can smoke with at least I think you can smoke these ones. So if you like roll it between your hands a little bit, you can fucking you can smoke it like a cigar. It's the best I can offer.
He opens his humidor and takes out a cigar and is like holding it close to his
Roll
chest.
Roll dex.
Oh.
There was a fucking seagull in the humidor.
And a seagull pops out of the humidor and makes off with one of the cigars.
See, that right there, that is why I do drugs.
I can't anymore. This only started when I met you lot. Before I could smoke in peace. I'd be in the retirement home, I'd play checkers.
Do you want to try again?
He was going slowly. Wow. That's hard.
Roll luck. Roll dex. As another seagull comes swooping by, you punch it in the skull and it falls and bounces off the deck and into the water before squawking, flapping, and flying away. And you are left with your cigar still in your hand.
Graf golf claps for it.
Thalarak,
Third time's the charm, after all.
maybe you could do one of these to help you refocus.
I would not necessarily offer him one right now because I cannot guarantee you he will understand it as a cigar. He might eat it, he might punch it like you punch that seagull, he might try to fuck it, you just never know. That's the cool thing about drugs.
And I'm going to, and he puts it in his mouth. And smokes it.
Tharak immediately spits it out.
Magni's putting it in his own mouth.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to put it in
no.
Power's mouth.
Yeah, I'll show you what I meant though. And Ikrath goes and gets a water skin, and he's like, "Thalrak, it's good to stay hydrated. We like being hydrated with water, don't we?" And he hands it just to see what happens.
Fine. And he starts sipping it.
As you're sipping it, any water that you see looks like it is a rainbow. Caught in a droplet.
Did you drink the water too? It's rainbowy. And he's saying this while trying to drink the water.
He's got rainbow water. Look at the ocean. What do you see, mate?
It looks all rainbowy now. It didn't before, but it does now.
Beautiful.
Oh my god, guys, he is tripping on Rainbow Road. Dude, you got the best first trip in the world. It took me a couple years to see the Rainbow Road. God. You know what? This is worthy of something. It's been a while since I've done any opium. I'll try some opium. And Graf will take a bump of opium.
Constitution save? At disadvantage if it's been a while.
I mean, it's been a while in, like, simply because... Yeah, alright, fair.
Yeah, you're resistant.
Drugs pretty regularly, and we just don't necessarily role play the entire time we're on the boat and stuff.
No, you said it's been a while since you've had opium specifically, and different drugs have different tolerances.
They definitely do.
So,
but that's one of the reasons why you do them.
Yep. So Ikarath, you immediately hit the floor and you feel like you're melting through it, but you're still solid, but you're seeping between the floorboards and you can't get up, but you don't know why. You have full control of everything, but it's like you weigh 100 pounds, but also you feel like you could float away at the same time.
And Ikarath just says to Voltaire and Elred, he's like, "We're all fucking high as fuck. Just keep an eye out for monkeys. I'm melting." But he looks very pleased with it, the sensation of melting. And he also, as he was doing it, he sat down next to Thalrak and he just fell over on his face as soon as the drugs kicked in. So they're right next to each other.
Magni falls asleep on the boat. Finally getting his long-deserved cigar. And with that, I think this will be the peaceful end to the session today. 2 people drugged out, one of them just finally getting to enjoy the cigar he's been waiting for forever. Voltaire being the hero of the day, actually. And along with Elred driving him back with the Molotov cocktails as you drift in the sea, waiting for the night to pass. And we will rejoin you guys next Sunday. And we have more D&D with Party 3 tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastern. So thanks guys for watching and have a great day.